Hello, my loves. How are you? So, I'm gonna just dive into some open-ended messages today to bring in what's gonna be the most beneficial for those of you who find this video. I just want to announce really quick, I did put a Sacred Circle group session on my calendar. I was guided to do two dates, November 8th and November 11th. The topic is going to be the Golden River of Blessings. This is an energy that came in that most recent resolving, releasing resistance session that I posted a few days ago. So, if any of you would like to join me for one or both of those sessions, I'll put the link to register in the pinned comment. Again, it's a live session with me in a group setting on Zoom. But if you're not able to make it live, you're also welcome to register and I will get you the recording. Again, the 11/11 date came in for the River of Blessings. And as I was sitting with it, they showed me 11 or 11/11. They showed me 11/8 to really let the energy build up to moving into the 11/11 portal. So just wanted to share that with you really quick. And let's go in. The Priestess of Light is standing out to me. So let's see what messages want to come through. And again, we'll just ask your highest self to be present and bring forth the most beneficial messages as we align with source of our creation and the heart of Mother Earth. And let's see what we got. Brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, and personal power. This feels really important right now as we're stepping more deeply and clearly into the new energies and our capacity to consciously create, to be a conscious creator of our experience, of our reality. And this is happening more swiftly as we are unraveling and dissolving the old karmic energies, the old templates, as we're able to embody and temper into our own energies more deeply, it's actually really allowing this luminous life force and personal power to step forward. That's actually a big part of what came through. Like as the restrictions were being released, it was actually opening up the space in the physical body and the physical world for your true and essence and your life force to be restored, really touching on those ageless codes, but then also opening the space again for that golden river of blessings. So clearly, they really did want me to talk about this energy. Is it present? Is it available? Anytime you want to tap into it, absolutely. Again, if you would like to just deepen that and strengthen it and participate in a amplified group session, that space is available. But let's go deeper into this. I'm actually, as I'm saying this, I'm feeling the energies of the masculine and feminine wanting to come through. Oh, wow, I said the masculine and feminine want to come through, and I looked down, and these were the two cards and I was just shuffling. But this is the feminine's really stepping into the spotlight, into her victorious energy, and the masculine stepping forward in a loving, romantic energy. What I'm feeling from this is as the feminine has made herself a priority, and she's also made space in her life for the things that she actually wants to be in her life a priority, and she's not settling for whatever is coming along. She's holding stable in herself and making what she actually wants the true priority. It's actually bringing that energy forward, and the masculine energy is coming forward. What I'm seeing and feeling and sensing is in this energy is I'm getting the next 6 weeks to 6 months, this refocus and prioritization of the connection. And that's just how it's coming through right now out of nowhere. Okay. I mean, I know we've been talking about the sacred union, stabilizing sacred union, but I'm actually feeling the connection between the masculine and feminine becoming a deep prioritized focus over the next 6 weeks to 6 months. And this feels like part of that coming into the physical world. Okay. All right. I'm going to take these two cards out because I feel like what I want to do is hold the feminine, hold the masculine, and I'm guided to pull three cards in between that are just going to give us some insight and support to this. This is interesting because I started this out with the river of blessings, and then it's moving into the feminine and masculine, prioritizing the connection. So I feel like when I say that, what I'm sensing is like you're prioritizing yourselves. And now, because of that focus, there's a priority in the connection and the energies. Because whatever these next steps and stages that are unfolding are actually supporting the evolution, the embodiment, and the energy of the connection, that third energy. So what I'm seeing is like if you are not feeling it already, which some of you might already be feeling this, but within that sacred union container, within the container, the connection container, you may already feel the shifting happening in the new fresh start, the new beginning, the new energies. And what we've been experiencing is a very deep clear out of the old templates, of the old patterns. You may notice a lot shifting within your life, within your dynamics of your family, of your work, of your neighborhood, whatever have you, especially over this past 6 months and that we're leading up to this point. So it's like the next 6 months are looking to be like a reopening to the connection in a very new energy with very new, fresh eyes, a clean, clear slate. For those of you who resonate with this, if you're someone who's here and present and still processing some of your stuff, and just keep going and know that when things align, it'll come together, right? Wherever you are right now is where you're meant to be. But this overarching energy of the collective I'm speaking to is moving towards this reprioritization of the actual connection in the physical. Okay. They told me to pick three. I'm getting three cards. The higher selves are like three in between. I'm going to pick those and then speak about them. Okay. Wow. All right. So we have the Six of Cups, which immediately speaks to me about both the feminine and masculines going through their maturing process. This whole time has been the opportunity for the maturing, but all of a sudden, I'm feeling this energy of a very swift maturing process. And we have, the two sixes coming out together. And I just said 6 weeks to 6 months. So the sixes, which also represent love and health, are really feeling significant in this moment for those of you that resonate with that. After this maturing process, we immediately have the Fool, which is the new beginning, this trust fall into the support of divine source, divine timing in the physical world. I love how this picture is depicting this because it's a trust fall into the new beginning, but it's into the earth energies, into this pool of water, but you can very clearly see the sacred geometry. And with her holding this crystal, it feels like that like beacon is sort of what's coming through. Like as we're connecting deeper with the earth elements, the air, the fire, the water, the earth, it's supporting that conscious creation and helping to bring things into the physical. Again, this trust fall and this new beginning is very supported by your capacity to listen to your guidance, follow your intuition, knowing when to be still and silent, knowing when to take action, taking inspired action. It does feel like where we were in a few weeks of very sort of complete stillness, we're now getting this push forward, this supportive energy. You see, it is just like this trust fall with the universe to go ahead and take action in a way that's not about pushing or pressure. This is going to feel like this trust fall with the universe. So, whatever it is that you're guided to do is going to feel supportive in that energy, right? It's going to, like, so many things are coming into my mind. It's like, it's grounded, it's centered, it's action oriented, but it's completely guided by the flow and the creation and the supportive energies that are feeling good. It's like really pay attention to what it is that you want. Pay attention to how you want to feel and notice if there's resistance and where you can dissolve that resistance. Even notice like what is your body craving to eat or to drink? How supportive is it for you to feel good to do those things? I don't know. You have to each sit with your own scenario and see if things are lining up to where what you're craving is what actually supports your body and feeling good. That type of stuff, right? And then if it's not, you can just ask, okay, how can I get these things in alignment? That's one example of the way that you can focus on aligning your energy, what you want with what's the best for you, and really finding those sweet spots in your conscious creation, right? And again, this is showing that you're ready for the new beginning in the sense because as we're moving into the new, again, yes, we know how we want it to feel. We know the types of standards that we have in place around it. We know it's not going to be like what it was before, but we also have to be open to trusting our guidance along the way, to trusting our counterpart along the way, and really building a new foundation in the new beginning. And it's like what I feel with this is like as this trust fall happens, I love it. It's like, and then sort of like coming into this new timeline, this new frequency, like you're trusting and you're falling and you don't really know what's coming, but boom, you land in this gorgeous land and you have all the tools that you need to go take on what's coming next. And with all this wands, this fire energy, that very much feels like, again, being ready to take action when the waves present. Okay. She's not running out there before the wave gets there, but she is absolutely ready. She knows when to be still. She's prepared to take action when it's aligned. And that energy is absolutely ramping up. Okay. Wow. Okay. So that is like taking me to the masculine. So this is interesting. I didn't know how the energy was going to flow, but now what I'm going to do, I kind of read that. I said it was like the maturing, but then I kind of went into the feminine energies. Now I want to connect with the masculine and see what he has to say in his journey to that um new beginning. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. What this feels like is where the masculine has been contemplating. He's been stabilizing. He's been thinking. He's been coming up with a plan. He's been really contemplating through his maturing process and thinking about the new beginning, but also not rushing in to make the same or maybe similar mistakes that he made before rushing. He's giving things space to really let the seeds land and actually start to root and even sprout before he may come forward, is what's coming through. But it feels like important. It feels like there's an awareness with the masculine that he really wants to be stable and grounded and have space with himself and in his life for the feminine as well. So again, prioritizing what it is that he's actually wanting to have in his life. And as that space is available and he knows that it's got some good roots, it feels like that is when he will come forward. I do feel like one more card wants to come through with this, the strength. This whole process, this next 6 weeks to 6 months is about both strengthening into their own inner energies, maturing into that strengthening stability, and preparing for that meeting point. Now, for any of you who are already in physical world connection, you may notice this is still playing out in similar fashion, that you might both be working on some of your own projects. And yes, it's about yourself, but there's also this air of like, create part of it is creating the space to have the priority for what it is that you actually want. So if you've been wanting, say, more time together, you're actually creating the space to make that available. And if you have not been in contact or connection with your counterpart, this may be similar, right? Like you're wanting to draw that back in or reconnect, or you want you've through your process learned about what you do want and you've been prioritizing that. And so it's making the space and your counterpart is receiving those signals, right? Okay. Wow. One more wants to come with this strength card, and it wants to come from the Shaman Dream deck. So let's see what we got. Wow. The crossing initiation. This whole reading has sort of been, we talked about the river of blessings, right? Releasing restrictions, allowing the river of blessings to come in. And as I'm speaking it, I'm feeling the river of blessings coming in for the masculine and the feminine. And the bridge is the space where the meeting takes place in the physical. It's like this portal, I don't know if you can see it in the lighting, is like where they meet back up on the timeline where sacred union, physical sacred union meets. It's like that's why each of them have to follow their guidance so succinctly, because it's the divine timing that will draw them into and onto the same timeline when it's aligned and they're both ready. This is so fascinating because there was this reel or short or whatever. I don't even remember where. I think, yes, it was a short on YouTube because I went and I found the artist on Instagram, actually. He paints these really gorgeous paintings, and there'll be like a scene like this, right? And then all of a sudden, it'll be like a swatch of paint on this gorgeous scene, and it's a whole other timeline landing on the canvas. Oh my gosh, I want to look up his name really quick. Let me see if I can find it. It was just really cool. I'll see if I can put it in my comments. David Amberzumjam. Anyway, I'm gonna post it. I'll show you. They're kind of cool. I'll see if I can find that reel or the short on um my videos. I apologize. I didn't expect that to come in, but it's actually so succinctly perfect with the way this energy is coming in, that when you see the paintings, you'll understand even more deeply the energy I'm speaking about. It's like, boom, all of a sudden the portal's going to open up, the timelines are going to merge, and the new beginning will come into physical reality for both. Wow. Love this. Very beautiful. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'll put the Sacred Circle information. I will put that artist in the pinned comment in my schedule and anything else that I can think of. I would love to hear from you. Let me know how you're doing. I'm sending you so much love and personally very energized by this new wave of creation that is coming forward. All right, my loves. See you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye.